Today's Monday, July the 8th, 2024, about 8:36 in the morning, and I'm going to let you guess where I'm at. I'm not going to tell you. I will leave a little hint, and I mean it's just a tiny one. So if you haven't figured it out yet, you'll figure it out later in the video as to where I'm at right now. Do you see that nice gun up there? This is the entrance to the park. It's right here off the main street. That's a monument to Indiana over there. And then there's a pass where you can't see here. There's a couple monuments to Ohio. So let's go take a look at some stuff. So right here is just past the entrance. You can pause that and read that. But you see Ohio was right here in this area. And those two monuments that you see there are for them. I'll get a quick glance of them for you. Alright, so you can pause this and read this and see that Indiana was here. And I showed you the back behind me is the monument for Indiana. So they were both over in here. But those two memorials right there, or monuments, whichever you prefer to call them, are both from Ohio. I'll show you here. If you look up at the top of this one, you'll see it says Ohio. That guy there, what does that say? It says 96th Infantry, Lieutenant Albert Brown, Colonel Joseph Vance, and then that other one there is Ohio. I'll get you a glimpse of it from here. And so you can see this is where they were at. So they were right by the roads. They were able to drive the cars right up here to the battle pretty easy. Okay, now that's where I started the video from. So I'm right across that little street, the little entrance here. And you can see this is an Indiana memorial right here. You just walk around it real quick. You can see the rifles, the gun, the ammo carrier. Yeah, so nothing on the back of it. And then we got these other little two here. So let's take us a quick gander on these. This one says 23rd Wisconsin Infantry, Camp May 19th to July the 4th, 1863, and ravine below marker. So yeah, so they were, look at that, they were camped right there. Imagine that. They were from Wisconsin and all the way down here in Mississippi. This had to seem like a million miles for them back in those days. Our cars didn't run near as fast then as they do today. And this is Indiana, the 10th Division, 13th Corps, Company of 4th Cavalry, Captain Joseph Leslie. So you see, pretty nice looking monuments. But yeah, they were all camped down in through there. What a wild bit of real life history. All right, so you can pause all this and read this, but you can see Cannon was the king of battle, as this says. You see all the various rounds they're showing through here. But over here, check out all these cannons. From little, very little, much bigger, bigger, little, tiny, short one, great big one right there, and then these boys down here. So a good list of cannons. And let's see, Union Army, Missouri, New Hampshire, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Wisconsin, West Virginia. Okay. Interesting. Union Army, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota. Alright, we just entered the driving portion of this. And that little monument right there says Illinois, that we're at the Union lines here. So that's where Illinois was at. You know, Wisconsin, Indiana, Ohio was behind us. And then right here, see that guy there? I can't read that from here, so I don't know what that says, but some guy. And then up here on this hill, that's the 83rd Infantry. From Ohio. Oh, down at the bottom, Ohio. So he's got a Greyhound dog on it. Okay. So here's the road. This is where this goes to. Look how dark that is. So we'll go on, see what else we can find here. Oh, okay, that's the 77th Infantry. That was up there. And there's a blue sign that says the U.S. some kind of trench.
Union Trench.
Union Trench, okay, A.J. Smith's Division is what that says. And they've got a kind of a flat marker right there. and that's Indiana. And right here is even a sign. It says remember the sacrifices. So there's showing some dead bodies on a field there. So no doubt pretty tough. There's more up there, but I definitely can't read that from here. We'll be getting out at the bigger monuments and stuff, so this ain't going to be a total driving tour. There's Ohio again, so you can see Ohio was very, very prevalent in this battle. That's the 48th Infantry is who was here. So this is John B. Sanborn. He was the colonel of the 4th Minnesota Infantry, commanding 7th Division, April 13th and May 2nd, 1863. So, and then he did some more there, if you want to read the whole thing for yourself. But right across from this, had this big, gigantic obelisk. There's a bird at the very, very top of it, just sitting up there. And you can see there's a woman up there with a sword. So we're going to get closer and take a look. There's a sign on the side of it. Alright, so there you can get a better look at her there. Got a wreath over there by her left hand and that sword in the right. So we come around this side here. Here's a sign. 3rd Infantry, Colonel Chauncey W. Griggs, Montgomery S. Brick, Kimball's Provisional Division, 16th Corps. 4th Infantry, Lieutenant Colonel Johnny Tortelot, 1st Brigadier, 7th Division, 17th Corps. Casualties, May 12th, none. May the 14th, wounded 2. So there's all of that. And you see that stuff. So that's the obelisk all the way up. You see how thick these woods are. I doubt this was this thick way back then when this war happened, and if it was, with the cannons and stuff, they would have ripped it down to size. There's the car down there, and you can see we got more monuments down there I didn't get. That brown one there, that's Wisconsin. So you can see these are all Union lines where this tour starts you. Here's a sculpture thing of Charles L. Mathis, the colonel of the 5th Iowa Infantry. Pretty good. Can't read what that one says from here, but you can see it's a woman just standing up there. That little short obelisk. And right over here, this says Yost's Battery, Captain Theobald D. Yost. Maybe 30th or something Division, 17th Corps. I can't exactly make it out. Some of these aren't written the best. This is an Iowa Infantry sign right there. The 10th Infantry, and that's Michigan right there. So that's the first Michigan I've seen. And then these lawnmowers. See, these were definitely here in the Civil War. So, you know, these guys were working while they were fighting. There's some of the guns right there. You can see Battery de Gallier. That's what that was. And then we'll get these guys working. You see how hard they're working. There's Ohio. So you can see they were working very hard. More guns down through here. And Ohio right there. So that was the 3rd Battery, Captain William S. Williams, 3rd Division, 17th Corps. Now we drove up this way, coming right towards us here, and going out that way. I had to park down there a little ways, and I'll show you some more stuff. But that right there says Ohio. Is that not a pretty neat looking monument memorial? You see down here, there's like at least what's supposed to be a road. It's very, very thick grass, and it's got some wetness on it still this morning. But see, we got all these little things down here. Well, that's for, I guess, electric and stuff right there, of course. Right there, that one says Ohio, and it's a covered cannon. I'm not going to walk all the way down through here, but I want to get to these signs here and take a look at them. There's a little butterfly. Okay, this is a little more flat through here. Yeah, U.S. 11th Battery, Ohio Light Artillery 7th Division, 17th Corps, Army of the Tennessee, Lieutenant Cyrus Sears, Lieutenant Fletcher E.R. Stone, Captain Frank C. Sands. This battery served 2 6-pounder guns, 2 12-pounder howitzers, and 2 James rifles on the investment line May 19th and May 26th when it went with the 1st Brigade of its division on the expedition to Mechanicsburg. It did not return to the investment line but was temporarily assigned to Kimball's division, 16th Corps, June the 6th, and served in the vicinity of Haynes Bluff to the end of the siege, July the 4th, 1863. So, pretty amazing that this took that long. It was a very long battle. And then U.S. Battery G, 2nd Illinois, and then I won't read all that to you. You can see there's a couple more lines down there, and that road keeps going. So you can see they had a lot of representation here. I'll show you these others when we get up here. All right, so you can see this monument right here. It says Ohio 68th Infantry, Colonel Robert K. Scott, and then Lieutenant Colonel John S. Snook, Colonel Robert K. Scott, 2nd Brigadier, 3rd Division. But now look up here. They've got this one. Let's see who this fella is. Commanding 3rd Division, 17th Army, Major General John Logan. So that's him there. So he's got a pretty good monument. And then we'll go down here, and I've got a couple other really nice things to show you. But here, before I shut this section off, we'll do this last one. And you see this is Ohio, and the guy's knelt down, aiming and ready to shoot. All right, let's keep going. We'll see who that is when we get up there. As you can see, this is store stop number 2, the Shirley House. And we got these stairs right here that will go up. Pretty weedy through here. So I'm taking care of this place real well, I can tell you that. Here is the Shirley House, and apparently Illinois was up here digging in at the Shirley House. So you can see, there's the house. There's what it looks like today. Looks very much the same, except maybe some shutters. Although they own 25 enslaved workers, James Shirley above and his wife Adeline were Union sympathizers. Teenage son Quincy joined the Union troops, his doorstep in fighting the Confederates. So here you can read this stuff, read that stuff. Take a look over here. Valley and Hills. Pretty crazy how they would fight on all that stuff. Here is this Shirley House, and again you can see what it looked like way back there in 1863 and what it looks here in 2024. It's not exact, but very similar. It's got a porch here. Here's some windows, so I'm going to try to get us an inside view here. I can't even see up through there, but let me do this. Okay, hopefully we're seeing something inside. So I don't know if that worked out or not, but we'll find out soon enough. Over here, there's a couple more windows. Yeah, looks like a kitchen from back here. Here, take a look. Hopefully it shows some nice stuff. Let's go around here and see what else we can find. So you can see this is U.S. Logan's Approach on the line. Logan's Approach, it says. And again, look at all those big hills and stuff down there. Probably don't show as prevalent as they are here. But imagine men fighting, dragging cannons, dragging themselves, guns, ammo, everything. Just be crazy. Anyway, wanted to show you this side, since we got a good view of this from the left side here of this house. So, pretty good house. Wouldn't mind living in it myself, I tell you. There are a couple of windows down there. Here, we'll go look at one, okay? Okay, well, it's very dark in here, and it's just like a basement or something. You can see, yeah, I know you can see some stuff, and that's about as best as you can see, because it's not light in there, and it's not good. So while we're down here, yeah, here's just a little shot of the back. You can see the brick columns and everything. All right, let's move on. Okay, to give you some sense of where we're at, there's this Shirley house where I just shot and where I came from, okay? Now hopefully this will show you better. Look at these hills up and down. I mean, this is steep. Again, I know this GoPro is going to take a lot of this away, but I mean, to travel through just on foot with nothing would be very hard. Carrying all the equipment they would have carried, the guns, the ammo, the water, food, anything like that. But look at this. I mean, this over here is huge, and we'll see it as we drive on down through there. So I'll get you another vantage point of this too. We came down through there on the other side driving. You see that great big place down there. But here, this thing I want to show you, and this is to Illinois, and look at that. Is that amazing? Or is that amazing? Look at that golden eagle up there at the top. And it says Illinois right on it. And you see all these stairs. I want to get you back here. I don't want to get too close to this. There was a guy just drove by, so I didn't want to get myself run over. Look at this. That right there ought to amaze you. I know it amazes me. So we're going to go up in here. I'm going to walk these steps, and I'll meet you up there at the top, okay? Now check out the columns here. I'm at the top, of course, looking out. Here's the stairs in front of us. And there is another view of what I was trying to show you. With all these hills. I can't imagine that. More beautiful columns. And look at what it's got up here at the top. We have but little to do to preserve peace, happiness, and prosperity at home, and the respect of other nations. Our experience ought to teach us the necessity of the first. Our power secures the latter. Wow, okay, that's hard to read for me. Big doors here. Now look at this. Now, this is an echo chamber. Here, look up at the top. You see the sky up there. Listen to my voice. This is an echo chamber. Check this out. Here, I'm going to stand right here on this sill. And we'll just sort of do a 360 all the way around. You can pause this and read all these signs if you like. I'm not trying to go too fast here, just so you can see things. You can see how fancy this is and what this sounds like. I'm the only one in here, and that's us back to the beginning. Now look at this. This is looking straight up to the top, and I'm just going to circle around just to show you what that looks like looking straight up. Pretty amazing, huh? I think it is. And then the floor here, just to make sure we get all this. Pretty cool design, huh? As you're outside, that's why we got all the glare there. This is a really neat, beautiful building. So boy, I've got to say, Illinois is a horrible state, but on this, they did it right. And you can see here's the doorway from the inside, looking back out. And here we walk back out to the porch, and you see the echo's gone. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. I know I did.